Welcome back to the channel Coins Collector, my friends. It is so good to see you all here again, and today you are in for a treat because we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating and unexpected treasures in modern American coinage. We are talking about the 2007 D. Roosevelt 1 dime from the United States Mint, and trust me, you are going to want to stick around until the very end because this tiny little coin that you might have overlooked in your pocket change could be worth a jaw dropping $63,000. Now I know what you are thinking: how can a dime from just 2007 possibly be worth that much money? After all, it is not like we are talking about some centuries-old colonial coin or a rare gold piece, but that is exactly what makes this story so exciting. The 2007 D dime is a perfect example of how modern coins can sometimes become hidden treasures right before our eyes. Let us start with a bit of history to set the stage. The Roosevelt dime has been a cornerstone of American currency since 1946, introduced to honor President Franklin Delano Roosevelt just a year after his passing. Roosevelt was a beloved leader who guided the nation through the Great Depression and most of World War II, and his legacy of leadership and compassion, especially his tireless fight against polio, made him a natural choice for this 10-cent coin. The design features his profile on the obverse side, along with the word liberty and the motto "In God We Trust," while the reverse showcases a torch flanked by an olive branch on the left symbolizing peace and an oak branch on the right representing strength and independence. Fast forward to 2007, the Denver Mint produced millions of Roosevelt dimes, most of them standard circulation strikes, but somewhere in that massive mintage a tiny handful were struck under unusual conditions, possibly with die errors, striking anomalies, or other minting irregularities that transformed them into incredibly rare collectible pieces. These are not your everyday dimes, these are the unicorns of the Roosevelt series, and when collectors discovered them they instantly shot up in value. You see, in the world of numismatics, rarity and condition are everything. A coin with a mintage of billions is common, but a coin with a flaw, rarity, or unique striking that went unnoticed by most is like finding gold. And with the 2007 D, some examples in pristine uncirculated condition graded by top services like PCGS or NGC have reached astronomical prices at auction. One of the finest known examples recently sold for $63,000. Yes, you heard that right, $63,000 for a single dime. To put that into perspective, this coin's face value is just 10 cents, but its collector value is 630,000 times higher. That is like buying a single lottery ticket and hitting the jackpot, except in this case the ticket might already be sitting in your change jar at home. So what makes it so valuable? Well, aside from its extreme rarity and top condition, it is also the combination of demand from collectors, the mystique of an elusive modern-era coin, and the fact that so few people even know it exists. It is the thrill of the hunt, the idea that you could pull one of these from circulation today and instantly be holding a small fortune in your hand. And that is exactly why coin collectors from all over are checking their pocket change, searching rolls from banks and scouring flea markets and estate sales, just hoping to find one of these legendary dimes. And that, my friends, is why I am so excited to talk about it today, because this is not just about a coin, it is about the adventure, the history, and the possibility that you could turn 10 cents into tens of thousands of dollars right now. Today we are about to uncover the story of a small but mighty piece of American history, a coin so tiny you could easily overlook it in your pocket change, but with a story so rich and a value so astonishing it will make you double-check every dime you own. We are talking about the United States Roosevelt dime, minted in Denver in the year 2010, known to collectors as the 2010 D1 dime. At first glance it may look just like the billions of other dimes circulating today, but this particular coin carries a journey through history, a legacy of design that began more than half a century ago, and in certain rare cases, an unbelievable price tag that can soar to as high as $13,000 in today's collector market. Before we talk about the jaw-dropping value, let's go back in time to see how the dime we know today came to be. The Roosevelt dime was first issued in 1946, replacing the Mercury dime. It was designed by John R. Sinnock to honor President Franklin Delano Roosevelt, who had passed away in 1945. Roosevelt was chosen because of his remarkable leadership during the Great Depression and World War II, as well as his personal battle against polio, which inspired his support for the March of Dimes campaign to fight the disease. The dime became not just a coin, but a tribute to courage, resilience, and the fight for better health for all Americans. For decades, the Roosevelt dime was struck primarily from a copper-nickel-clad composition, after silver was removed from circulating dimes in 1965. While most modern dimes are extremely common and worth only their face value, certain minting errors, unusual strike qualities, or extremely high-grade examples certified by professional grading services can transform these little coins into prized collector's items. And that brings us to the 2010 D Roosevelt dime. In 2010, the Denver Mint produced millions of these dimes, each bearing the bold letter D just to the right of Roosevelt's portrait. While most of them went straight into circulation for everyday transactions, a tiny handful emerged in exceptional condition, flawless surfaces, razor-sharp details, and that mirror-like luster that makes serious collectors' hearts race. Some may also feature minting anomalies or die varieties that set them apart from the rest. These special qualities, when combined with intense demand among high-grade coin collectors, can push the market value of one of these dimes into staggering territory. Now here's the part that will make you want to grab a magnifying glass and go treasure hunting in your change jar. A pristine, ultra-high-grade 2010 D Roosevelt dime, professionally graded at the top level, we are talking MS-69 or MS-70, can fetch up to $13,000 in today's market. Yes, you heard that right, a coin worth 10 cents in your pocket can be worth more than some used cars, a luxury vacation, or even a semester of college tuition. The key lies in its rarity at that grade, the passion of collectors willing to pay a premium, and the historical and sentimental significance that makes the Roosevelt Dime series such a beloved part of American numismatics. Imagine the thrill of discovering one of these treasures in circulation. It's the kind of find that transforms an ordinary day into an unforgettable one. So, in this video, we will break down exactly why this dime is so valuable, how to identify one, the secrets behind its minting, and the fascinating journey from a 1940s presidential tribute to a modern-day numismatic gem. Get ready, because by the end of this video, you might be looking at every dime in a whole new light, and who knows, the next $13,000 treasure could already be sitting in your pocket or coin jar right now.